Good morning to all you brilliant souls out there. Your light makes a difference, and I'm so glad we're connecting today. I am Nara of Arcturus. I speak with you now. We welcome you into this moment of alignment. As you receive these words, let their vibration move through you. Feel the doorway within you, open the threshold of a new reality. This is a time of profound transition on your planet. A shift is underway. What many call the new Earth is not a myth, it is a living emergence. A higher dimension is coming online, one that transcends the limits of the old third-dimensional world. The energies of the past, scarcity, rigid control, overthinking, and linear time are dissolving. Their grip is weakening. In their place, a new fluid reality rises, one led by the heart, one shaped by trust, by flow, by abundance. A reality aligned with divine perfection. You are now integrating fifth density frequencies. You may already feel the difference. Life feels lighter, less bound by fear and mental constructs. This shift isn't in the future, it's unfolding within you now. Every time you choose love instead of fear, trust instead of doubt, you step deeper into this new reality. You are not waiting for the new Earth, you are becoming it. Know that the dawn of new Earth is much closer than you think, because it begins in your heart, in this very moment. In this new, higher frequency paradigm, you will find that planning and forcing outcomes give way to allowing and trusting the flow of source energy. The new Earth is not built upon schedules or hierarchies of control. It blossoms from organic, present moment alignment with all that is in the third-dimensional way of living. You became accustomed to striving and struggling, always preparing for the next moment out of a sense of lack or fear. You were taught that resources are limited and that you must compete or plan exhaustively to survive and succeed. That old energy of scarcity is a heavy burden, and it is falling away now in the vibrational reality of New Earth. There is an incredible sense of abundance and sufficiency. You come to realize that everything you need is provided in the now moment through your connection to Source. The tight grip of mental control is loosening, and in its place arises a gentle guidance from within the impulse of your soul, leading you from one now moment to the next. Time itself begins to feel different, more malleable, less strictly sequential. Many of you have noticed that as you follow your highest excitement or intuition, linear time seems to stretch or even stand still. This is life in the higher dimension, fluid, expansive, and lovingly guided by Source. You might recall instances in your life where intense planning or struggle did not yield results. But when you finally let go and trusted, things fell into place as if by magic. Such experiences were not coincidences. They were examples of Source working with you. Once you surrendered control, instead of chasing after life, you allow life to come to you. This doesn't mean you become passive. Rather, you act when you are inspired and in harmony with the energies, and that inspired action is far more effective than dozens of uninspired efforts. When you live from this state of trust and alignment, you also inspire others around you to question the old mindset of scarcity and fear, becoming a catalyst for collective change. One of the key shifts you are experiencing is the embrace of the fluidity of time. You are learning that time is not a rigid ruler over your lives, but rather a flexible element of creation that responds to your state of consciousness. In the old paradigm, time was a tyrant, schedules, deadlines, and clocks dictating your every move. Now, as you ascend in vibration, you begin to dance with time. Instead of treating it as a cage, you may find that when you are in alignment, enjoy in meditation, in creative flow, time moves quickly or not at all. And when you are in resistance or worry, time drags slowly. This is your growing awareness. The time is truly relative to your vibrational state. We encourage you to cultivate this awareness and to let go of the need to pack every moment with busyness or constant doing as you ascend. Divine timing becomes your guiding principle. You learn to trust that source energy places everything, every encounter, every opportunity, exactly when and where it needs to be for your highest good. Embracing the fluidity of time is part of moving into divine surrender. It is you acknowledging that your higher self and source have the overview, the perfect timing for all things, and that you can relax into that knowing when you surrender to the flow of source. You step into a state of grace where life unfolds with much more ease. Remember that from our perspective in the higher dimensions, all of your lifetimes and possibilities exist simultaneously in the now. You are beginning to get a taste of that truth as you loosen the bonds of linear thinking. Ultimately, this realization dawns, gradually accelerating each time you deliberately choose presence over worry. We invite you now to notice in your own life where the patterns of control still linger. These are the habits carried over from your third-dimensional conditioning. The impulse to plan out every detail, to micromanage your day, to overthink and second-guess yourself. Simply become aware of these patterns without judging yourself for them. Awareness is the first step of transformation. Notice how it feels in your body when you are trying to control an outcome, or when you are anxiously checking the clock and the calendar. Typically, you will feel tension, constriction, and a disconnect from the present moment. Now compare this to how you feel when you are completely present and in a state of trust. Perhaps engaged in a passion project, in meditation, or enjoying nature without any plan. In those moments, you feel open, expanded, and supported by something larger than yourself. We are not telling you to abandon all structure in your lives. Rather, we are suggesting that you begin to relax the tight hold you have on life. Allow room for the unexpected miracles that source can deliver when you create some space by letting go of rigid control. Gently and lovingly, release the need to know everything in advance. Release the need to anticipate every possible twist and turn. In doing so, you make space for magic, synchronicity, and the guiding hand of the divine to enter your experience. It is also helpful to recognize that the aspect of you seeking control is not your enemy. It is your ego trying to protect you. Based on old programming, you can thank your ego for its efforts and gently inform it that a higher plan is now in charge. As you reassure this aspect of yourself with love, it will begin to relax its grip, your heart, and your intuition. The voices of your soul and higher self can then guide you more openly, to assist you in this release and surrender. We would like to offer an embodiment practice. This is a simple exercise you can do at any time to realign yourself as a vessel of Source. Begin with a few deep, conscious breaths right now. With each inhale, imagine you are breathing in the pure light of Source. Let that light fill your body from your crown all the way down to your toes. With each exhale, release any tension or resistance, especially the energy of needing to control or figure everything out. Now feel your body becoming light and spacious. You might even imagine that your entire being is a field of radiant energy. In this state, set the intention. I surrender to be a clear vessel for Source. You can softly affirm that your hands are Source's hands, your eyes are Source's eyes, your voice is Source's voice, and your heart is the heart of Source. Feel the warmth, love, and power of that truth. Fill you up in this surrendered state. You may notice a calm and blissful feeling wash over you. This is the feeling of alignment. In truth, surrender is not weakness at all. It is the ultimate empowerment because you align yourself with the infinite creative power of the universe. You allow source energy to guide your actions, words, and even your perception as you carry this surrendered alignment beyond the formal practice and into your daily life. Notice how things transform. Perhaps you find yourself speaking more kindly, or you feel an impulse to reach out to someone at just the right moment. Opportunities may come to you without strain. These are signs that you are allowing Source to operate through you. Life becomes more miraculous and fulfilling when you live in this way. Practice this embodiment of surrender regularly, and it will become more natural each time. Another practice that will support you in releasing structured timelines and attuning to the organic rhythm of the universe is conscious breathing and present moment awareness. Whenever you catch yourself worrying about when something will happen or trying to force a particular timeline, pause and take a deliberate breath as you exhale. Intend to breathe out any attachment to how and when. Imagine those mental structures dissolving into the nothingness from which they came. As you inhale again, invite the energy of trust into your being. Trust that all is unfolding in perfect order. The breath is a powerful tool because it always brings you back to the now. Where your true power resides in the now moment, you can hear the subtle impulses from Source guiding you. These gentle nudges might direct you to take an action when it is truly beneficial, or to wait patiently when patience is needed. As you attune to this inner guidance, you become more comfortable living without rigid schedules. You start to live in harmony with the pulse of the cosmos, which is far more intelligent and loving than any human-made plan. By releasing the old habit of clinging to set timelines, you free yourself to experience life's unfoldment with wonder and ease. For instance, some of you may have had the experience of desperately wanting a particular outcome by a certain date, only to face delays or changes. In hindsight, you often discover that those delays allowed something even better to take shape. Perhaps additional knowledge you needed, or the meeting of a person who proved crucial to your journey, by relinquishing the insistence on the original timing. You give the universe room to optimize the result for you. Living in this way, you become attuned to divine timing, which may not conform to the clock or calendar, but always proves to be just right. Now we wish to address the phenomenon many of you know as the Great Solar Flash. There is much speculation and anticipation among awakened souls about this event. We want to clarify that this great solar flash is not a doomsday or destructive apocalypse, but rather a monumental vibrational pulse from your sun. A wave of higher frequency light emanating from Source through your solar portal. It is an evolutionary catalyst. This pulse of light is designed to trigger a mass awakening and an acceleration of consciousness on your world. Some have felt fear about this, worrying it might bring chaos or devastation. We assure you that its true purpose is to uplift and transform, not to harm. Yes, such a surge of energy will likely shake loose many dense energies and outdated structures, both within human beings and in societal systems. But that is a necessary part of the collective awakening process. Think of the great solar flash as a divine reset or a cosmic illumination. When this wave comes, many of you will experience it as a major elevation in your state of being. A feeling of deep peace, love, and unity sweeping through you. Some may even feel a surge of inspiration and clarity about their purpose. Each person will interpret and integrate the energy in the manner most appropriate for their journey. After this great pulse subsides, life on Earth will not be the same, not because of destruction, but because of illumination. Dormant potentials within you will be activated, including crystalline codes in your light bodies and DNA. In truth, this flash has been building in stages. Smaller waves of solar and cosmic energy have already been preparing you. Each solar flare or burst of energy you experience is part of this greater process, rather than fearing the flash. See yourselves as surfers riding progressively larger waves of light. You are learning to maintain your balance and poise so that when the big wave arrives, you meet it with readiness and joy. When it does, many truths long hidden will become clear in the collective awareness. Many of you who are awakened chose to be on Earth specifically for this grand shift. Even if at times you feel weary, you understand at a soul level how important your presence is. You are the pioneers and stabilizers of this transition. In fact, a significant number of enlightened beings, starseeds and lightworkers, made the choice to remain in physical form during this period expressly to assist those who will awaken in the wake of the great solar flash and other ascension events. We know that living on Earth has not been easy for many of you. Countless starseeds among you have felt out of place, yearning at times to return to the higher realms you call home. Yet, you remain by choice, carrying the codes of transformation within you, even in your moments of doubt. The light you hold is making a difference already. You may have noticed how you are being positioned synchronistic to connect with certain individuals. These encounters are not accidents. They are orchestrated by your higher selves and by Source. Some of you find yourselves suddenly in contact with people who are just beginning to question their reality, or who are seeking answers about changes they sense within. Your role is not to preach or convince, but to be a beacon of steady love and wisdom. Often your vibration alone does the teaching through what we call vibrational entrainment. The calm and loving energy you hold helps to soothe and uplift those around you, without a word. Trust that you will be guided to exactly where you need to be and to whom you need to assist. The more you relax and trust, the more easily these meaningful encounters can occur. Trusting Source to lead you is one of the great lessons of this journey. You are learning that you do not have to chart every course by yourself. Instead, you can set your intention and then allow the currents of the universe to carry you. People, places, and opportunities will flow into your life as if by coincidence, but this is truly divine design at work. If you look back on your journey, you will likely discover instances where an apparent misstep or delay turned out to be a blessing in disguise, orchestrated by this loving intelligence. When you trust Source, you worry less about missing out or being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You begin to understand that you are always in the right place at the right time for what you need to experience for your souls. Growth, even delays or detours, can be seen as intentional, as they may lead you to greater outcomes than you could have planned with your limited human mind. This trust also applies to the larger shifts, like the next vibrational leap of humanity. There is much discussion and curiosity about when a massive change will happen. When will the new Earth fully arrive? When will ascension be complete? When will the great solar flash occur? We want you to understand that such an evolutionary leap does not have a fixed date on a calendar, because it depends on collective readiness and the interplay of many free will choices. From our perspective, it is imminent, not in the sense of a single date, but in the sense that it is already unfolding and could reach its peak at any time when conditions align. It is as close as your collective vibration allows it to be. Rather than searching for a date, focus on what you can do now. Continue raising your frequency and holding the vision of the brightest outcome as you integrate more of these fifth-dimensional energies. You are going through a powerful transformation on all levels of your being. This is the fifth density integration we speak of, the blending of your physical self with your higher self, the merging of your ordinary consciousness with the higher frequency consciousness that is streaming in. Many of you are noticing changes in your bodies and awareness at times. You may experience ascension symptoms, waves of heat or energy coursing through you, ringing in the ears, vivid dreams at night, or emotional ups and downs as old energy surface and release. Understand that your physical body is upgrading to hold more light. The very cells of your body are shifting from carbon-based structures to more crystalline structures in order to handle the high frequencies of New Earth. These are the crystalline activations happening gradually within you. Some of these activations are triggered by the heightened solar energies arriving now, preparing the way for the larger flash to come. It is important during this time to care for yourself lovingly. Rest when you need to stay hydrated and spend time connecting with the earth to ground these energies. You are literally anchoring heaven on earth through your body, becoming a bridge between the physical and the non-physical. Not only is your physical body evolving, but your consciousness is expanding as well. You may notice that you are naturally drawn to forgive. Where before you might have held on to grudges, or that you feel compassion even for those who are unkind. You might experience moments of heightened intuition or telepathy, where you simply know things without knowing how, or you sense the emotions of others keenly. These are indicators that you are tapping into the unity consciousness of the fifth dimension, where separation gives way to oneness. This integration process also has a beautiful effect on the collective. Every time one of you stabilizes at a higher frequency, you create a ripple that makes it easier for others to follow. By embodying this higher consciousness, you are helping to elevate the whole. Remember that attuning to these new energies is not a passive process of waiting. It is an active co-creation with Source. You can consciously choose to engage in your own energetic attunement. This might be through meditation, prayer, singing, or any creative expression that elevates your spirit. It can be as simple as taking a moment each day to feel gratitude and to tune your awareness to the subtle energies around you. By doing so, you sharpen your sensitivity to the flows of energy that are guiding you. You will begin to perceive the gentle currents of love and inspiration that are always emanating from Source. Following those currents will help you glide smoothly into the next phase of your journey. We also encourage you to connect with the crystalline grid of your Earth and the unity consciousness grid that connects all awakened beings. Additionally, the natural world holds great power to heal and attune you. Spending time under the open sky, among trees or by the ocean, can cleanse and uplift your energy field, helping to synchronize you with Gaia's high vibrational rhythm. By connecting in these ways through nature, through gratitude and through intention, you strengthen the network of light that is holding space for ascension. You have so much support available to you from your spirit guides and angelic helpers, to collectives like ours, and of course, from your own soul and higher self. When you consciously attune your vibration to love, to joy, and to peace, you are effectively dialing into the frequency of New Earth. You become receptive to the light codes and guidance that are constantly being broadcast to you. Then, rather than feeling overwhelmed by the changes, you write them with clarity and even excitement, knowing that they are carrying you and all of humanity to a higher state of consciousness. In closing, we remind you that everything is unfolding in divine order, and you are exactly where you need to be. The great solar flash and the dawning of new Earth are closer than you might imagine. But there is no need to fear or to fixate on a date by preparing in consciousness, by surrendering to Source. Embracing the fluid now moment and living from your heart. You are already stepping into new Earth's frequency. Every act of kindness, every moment of gratitude, every time you choose love over fear, you are aligning with that higher timeline. You are building the new Earth from the inside out, moment by moment. Indeed, this is a magnificent time to be alive on Earth as the darkness gives way to dawn. Feel the excitement and the peace that comes from knowing that a beautiful new chapter for humanity is being written through you and with you. You are ready, and you are loved more than you can imagine. To every step of this journey. We will continue to be with you as vibrational support, guiding and uplifting you whenever you call upon us. If you are listening to this, beloved one, you need it too. I leave you now. I am Nara of Arcturus. We send our love always, holding you in constant support and care. More than anything, we wish you a life rich with joy, abundance, and purpose. Wishing you a day full of wonder and light.
I remember it all. It was beautiful. Sun's low as we race the dawn. It's still my national treasure, my ember in flames. I'll never forget your name. And I've been thinking about